they shuffle so much more easily. Smashing. That's it, lovely. What I'd like you to do now, sir, is to offer one of the cards, therefore face down, to anybody else. You can turn around and offer one to the charming young lady behind you, or to your lady here, or it's that paramour over there. Right. Just no, only one. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. Fair people that ad-lib, eh? Don't get me fine. You're doing fine, I think. Right. Now, this lady, you've taken the card, have you, madam? I shall turn my back. What I'd like you to do is to show the card nice and high so that everybody can see it. Nobody call it out. Have you all seen it? Yes. That's better. Jolly good. Right, now, madam, what I'd like you to do is to put it back in the deck. But what I'd like you to do first is turn it round the other way to the other cards. Is that clear? I won't look. Just put it straight back in the deck. Thank you. And oh! I wasn't cheating, really. That's it, and so we put them all back in the case. Thank you. Now, the reason we've done that, I'd like to make clear, is this. If I now were to suggest from this gentleman's invisible deck of cards, if I were now to say, you've all seen the card, haven't you? Yeah. Yes, you all know what it is. This lady knows what it is, but I don't, unfortunately. It could be the 10 of diamonds, the 7 of spades, whatever. It could be anything. It's not a joker because I took those out first. However, it's a strange noise down there. Can you make that noise with your mouth, sir? I'd hate to do his laundry. Now, the reason I've asked this lady to turn her card round is that, you see, then she can't cheat. You see, if I now announced that it was the ace of spades she'd taken, then she could change her mind. But now it's turned round, she can't. You see? It's identified. Is that clear? Yes. Fine. This is where it begins to get moderately interesting. So would you now please pass me the deck of cards? Just chuck them up here. Thank you. He's not going to chuck them. That, thank you, sir. I now have the deck of cards, which I'm going to place like this into my pocket. Now, all we need to do to make the cards visible is clap the hands like that and the cards become visible. Are you impressed? It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Now, madam, the lady who took the card, she's down there, yes. Now, would you tell me, did we pre-arrange this in any way? Have we met before this evening or anything? We haven't. Good. No, thank you. I know and you know that. You may think me very strange to ask, but it's the others who don't know, you see. People get very suspicious about things like this. That's right. Now, for the first time of asking, my dear, would you please tell me which card you selected from this packet? The 6 of spades. Are you quite sure? You wouldn't like to change your mind? You're quite sure you took the 6 of spades? Fine. So if I now open this packet of cards, this lady has taken the 6 of spades, which I didn't see, remember? You all saw it, didn't you? But I didn't see it when she took it. And if we now open up the fan like this, you will see that all the cards are facing one way, as I'm sure is clear. And as we go through the pack, it should become evident. Now, let me just make that clear. Do you see a bit of pink there, ladies and gentlemen? No. There is one card, is there not facing the other way? Madam, would you like to come up here? I wish you'd do this, because this is the lady that took the cards. Here she comes. Madam, I would like you in full view of everybody, please, to remove. That's it, lovely. Thank you, my dear. What is your name? Betsy. Thank you, Betsy. You took the 6 of spades, did you not? Now, would you please slip that card out there? That's the one that was turned round, was it not? Indeed. And would you like to look at it, please, and reveal to the audience, what is it?
6 of spades.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Betsy. There she goes. We now come to the best part, the highlight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you warned me about her, my dear. Yeah. We now come, ladies and gentlemen, to the highlight of the evening, the best bit of the entire proceedings tonight. As we call, ladies and gentlemen, with great pride, it is now time to announce the interval! ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this evening's delightful entertainment. Are you all well fed? Thanks. Thank you so much. Are you all well fed? Good, that's what I like to hear. I've just been into the kitchen myself, and the food did look extremely good, although I said myself, yes. Well, 20,000 flies can't be wrong, can they? So, there's a couple down here that haven't finished, well, that's jolly good. You can always tell, can't you, you can always spot the ones that were making the noise during the first half, because they're the ones that haven't finished their meal yet. Yeah, it's too much of that, I think. We open the second half, ladies and gentlemen, with the entire company. Not in traditional music hall, not quite, ladies and gentlemen, a slight prevarication or something thereabouts from the norm. As we welcome, please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, preferably once you've taken the fork out, for the entire company in Dixie.
Remember me to Old Times Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old time throng. Give my regards to old Broadway and tell them I'll be there alone. Baby face, you got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one to take your place, baby face. My little heart is jumping, you sure have started something, baby face. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your sweet embrace. I didn't need a shot, 'cause I just fell in love with your pretty baby face. Nothing could be finer than to be a cat in the morning. Nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet her in the morning. When the morning glory is pouring around the door.
Smitherman, can we help you?
There's no expense spared with this show, is there?
Well, is that it?
Wanted a chair.
Wanted a chair, I see. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduced you in the first half to a lady who is known the length and breadth of gay Paris, particularly the Champs-Élysées, as Patty de Faux Pas, I'm sure you'll remember. Here she is again, willing to accept a very limited number of pupils for French lessons. See her in dressing room number 2 afterwards, gentlemen who are interested. Will you please welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Madame Heather Perkins.
I'm getting so tired of these comedy songs. I want to sing something divine. I'm sure and I'm certain to shine as a star in the opera line. I simply love Wagner, Mozart and Puccini. Their music's so awfully sweet. So I mean to change my name Blogs to Blagini and see if I can't get a shot. I want to sing in opera. I've got that kind of voice, and I want to sing in opera if I could have the choice. Signor Caruso told me that I ought to do so. That's why I want to sing in opera, sing in opera. I want to play Carmen. I just love the part. The music's so awfully sweet. And all prima donnas I'd beat if in Faust I played Sweet Marguerite. I'd warble and trill like a human canary in recitative and duet. But so far, managers seem a little bit wary. My chance hasn't happened as yet. Pardon? I can't make that. I want to sing in opera. I've got that kind of voice. I'd always sing in opera if I could have the choice. Signor Caruso told me that I ought to do so. That's why I want to sing in opera, sing in opera.
There she was, the lovely Miss Perkins, back again, wanting to sing an opera, and I'm sure she could make it. Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I'm sure she could. We were saying about French earlier, and I gather, ladies and gentlemen, we have some international guests this evening. Oh. Yes, indeed. This lady here, squealing at me down here, may have come from Tunbridge this evening. Another lady over there may have come all the way from Maidstone, South, or wherever. We have guests on the other side of the room here who have come tonight from Switzerland. Yes, indeed. Switzerland, no less. And they would like me to take, I spoke to them in, they wanted me to say a bit of German for them. But I'm afraid I'm not awfully good on German. Bit of French, though. We were talking about languages earlier. Who knows any French? Anyone know any French apart from oui, oui? I have some French words, French phrases to enlighten you with. Bonsoir, is that a hint? Pas de deux. How about that? Pas de, father of twins, that means. Yeah? Is it coq au vin? Yes, coq au vin. Anyone know that one? Yes, it means chicken on a lorry. Yes. Yeah. Sorry? No, not what you were thinking at all. No. And for our Switzerland, for our Swiss friends over there, how about a German phrase? Ich liebe dich. Roughly translated means I'm rather fond of Richard, yes. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, our next item is a lovely young lady who we saw in the earlier half of the show. She was that one in the can-can who could sort of do things in the Russian Imperial Circus, I'm sure you remember. She wants to know, and address now to the gentlemen of the audience this evening, she would like to know, who were you with tonight? Please, ladies and gentlemen, offer your normal round of indifference to the lovely Miss Kate Davis.
In an office up the west, Obadiah smartly dressed, wandered in one Friday morn in a brand new fancy vest. His pals all rose and said, my word, you're a naughty, naughty boy. Last night we saw you making eyes at a nice little lump of joy. You kissed her twice in the same place twice and gave her waist a squeeze. So we'd like you to inform us, Mr. Obadiah, please. Who were you with last night? Who were you with last night? It wasn't your sister, it wasn't your ma. Who were you with last night? Out in the pale moonlight. Are you gonna tell your missus when you get home who you were with last night? Obadiah said, I'm sure, my brother, perhaps you fellows saw. They said, well, Obadiah, you can tell that tale to Noah. We knew you by your sprightly walk, and the tale you told was grand. Last night we saw you in the park, there listening to the band. Your darling wife, she would have your life and put your hair in curl if she knew you'd been out walking with some other little girl. Who were you with last night? Who were you with last night? It wasn't your sister, it wasn't your ma. Who were you with last night? Out in the pale moonlight. I'm glad to be here when you get home. Who were you with last night? What's given out? Who were you with last night? You with last night? Who were you with last night? It wasn't his sister, it wasn't his ma. Who were you with last night? Out in the pale moonlight. Are you gonna tell your missus when you get home who you were with last night?
A lovely Miss Davis, there she was. What a lovely girl, isn't she delightful? Yes. A joy to have in our company, I must confess. For professional reasons only, yes. Yes. Well, that gentleman obviously knows her as well, do you, sir? Jolly good. Lovely. It gives me great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, although my private life is no concern of yours, and so I will go on to the next item. Without further ado, we have considered this evening, during the interval, while you were eating, that we were getting a little bit sort of risque this evening, and that a more suitable item, we felt, might be something of a tone of high moral fibre and salutary intent. And so, in order to tell such a tale, to help me in this, would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Maestro Andrew Couchman and Maestro Alan Smitherman. Would you give us a little key, Maestro? I don't want to let myself in. Thank you. There once was a country vicar who said to his curate, John, I bet I've had more women than you. And the curate said, you're on, and the curate said, you're on. Tomorrow outside the church we'll stand, and this shall be the sign. You ding-a-ding for the women you've had, and I'll ding-a-dong for mine, and I'll ding-a-dong for mine. There were more ding-a-dings than ding-a-dong-dongs when a pretty young maid walked by, and the curate went ding-dong. Ah, said the vicar, don't ding-a-dong there, that's my wife, I do declare. Well, said the curate, I don't care, with a ding-a-dong, ding-dong, ding-dong, ding, with a ding-a-dong, ding-dong, ding. Thank you very much. Couchman there, a great member of our crowd, the man with the winning smile and the losing face. But he's working on it, he's getting there gradually. Actually, a little story about Mr. Couchman may interest you. When he is not treading the boards, you know, as a thespian, the gentleman works in a junk shop. Did you know that? Yes, he does. He works in a junk shop. And he told me an interesting story before we came here this evening. He was saying tonight that he had a couple of days ago, I think it was, an American tourist. And you know how it is with these junk shops. You know, these American tourists, they'll fall for anything. The gentleman came in and he said, I'm going back to the States at the weekend. Said, could you get me, that's my American accent, I'm afraid. It's the best I can do. Please don't chuckle. He said, do you have anything you could offer me? And Mr. Couchman there in his junk shop said, hold on a moment, sir, I think I have something of interest. Out he went to the back, and there he saw a marble. He placed it on a velvet cushion, and he came out and he said to the gentleman, there you are, sir, Nelson's eye. Well, that's amazing, said our American friend. He said, how much do you want for that? He said, well, sir, shall we say around £200? £200, that's fine, that's no problem. Handed him over £200 sterling, and off he went. He said, do you have anything else, he said, as he got to the door. And Mr. Couchman said, come back tomorrow, sir, we'll see what we can do. The American left. At this point, our friend, Mr. Couchman, rushed through next door to his friend Bert, who ran a tailor's shop. He said, Bert, quickly, give me that arm off the tailor's dummy. The arm off. There you go. He said, how much do you want for it? He said, £5. Gave him £5. Rushed. Next day, American returned. Well, my friend, do you have anything else for me? He said. Well, said our friend at the junk shop, he said, actually I do. Went up with the same velvet cushion, placed the tailor's dummy on it, and now, Nelson's arm. Well, that's amazing. How much did he want for that? He said, well, to a good customer like you, sir, shall we say a mere £300? That's no problem, said our American friend. £300. Said, do you have anything else? I'm going back to the States tomorrow. I said, going to the States tomorrow? Our friend at the junk shop is thrown into confusion here, and he rushed off out the back. First thing he could see, he grabbed up a couple of shriveled old potatoes. You're quick, aren't you? Went back out there. Showed them to his friend. My God, said the American. Lord Nelson's? He said, no, King Edward's. Thank you, thank you. You enormously enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's fair to say, the can-can in the first half, did you not? Yes, I thought you did. Would you please now offer your usual irrepressible welcome on the return of our four lovely can-canners, clad in nearly clad in costume, one could say, clad in the barest essentials, as they dance a seaside tap routine. They do love to be beside the seaside. Would you welcome back, please, ladies and gentlemen, our very own dancers? The four most lovely ladies in the business. It's two I'm seeing in half. No. Yes, Mr. Smitherman, how lovely to see you.
You've mucked it up again, ain't you?
I have?
That was meant to be honeysuckle and the bee. Didn't look much like it to me.
Do you know it didn't? No. That's not what I had written down there.
And now...
But there we go.
Now,
Yes,
Mr. Holland has got one number straight after the other. Are you going to get out of that then?
It's like that, isn't it? Oh, how splendid. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. How very awkward. If my mother could see me now, she'd be so ashamed. She thinks I'm in prison. Well, as we've now said, we have a problem here where Mr. Holland appears to be in the next item, and indeed in the item after that. However, no problem for us. However, I do not know quite which item they wish to do next. Mr. Smitherman, your kind attention for the moment. Would you like to play us to present the honeysuckle and the rose next, or would you like Mr. Holland to present his act?
No, the honeysuckle and the bee.
You like the honeysuckle and the bee?
Yeah, well, I mean, poor old cat over there keeps swinging her pages over.
She does indeed. Well, I leave the ultimate decision with you, Mrs. Fair. Fine, it is to be the honeysuckle and the bee. Ladies and gentlemen, to sing it, more importantly. The delightful couple we've seen before. Do you remember Mr. Muckwalter in the first half, our West Country gentleman? In a completely different character now, ladies and gentlemen. We present him singing with the one and only Maestro, Miss Gilly Collins. Would you please welcome them both together to sing for us now, the honeysuckle and the bee.
On a summer's afternoon, where the honeysuckle blew, and all nature seemed at rest.
Neath a little rustic bough, amidst the perfume of the flower, a maiden sat with one she loved the best.
As they sang their songs of love, from an arbor just above, came a bee which lit upon the vine.
As it sipped the honeydew,
They both vowed they would be true. Then he whispered to her words she thought divine. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. I lie honeysuckle, I am the bee.
So beneath the sky so blue, these two lovers fond and true, with their hearts so filled with bliss.
As they sat there side by side, he asked her to be his bride.
She answered yes, and still with for her heart had yielded soon, neath the honeysuckle's bloom, and through life they wandered day by day.
And he vowed, just like the bee, I will build a home for thee. And the bee then seemed to answer them and say, you are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. I like to sip the honey sweet from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. I like to sip the honey sweet from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee.
Mr. Holland is this one. Our next time. Oh, here he is again. I shall just ignore him and I'm sure he'll go away. We now, to allow Mr. Holland time to change, we now have a lovely young lady to perform for us. Miss
Did you enjoy
Karen.
honeysuckle and the bee?
I'm sorry, Mr.
Did
Smitherman.
you enjoy honeysuckle and the bee?
Did I enjoy it? Well, of course I enjoyed it enormously, yes.
I don't think we ought to have done it.
We must all learn a lesson from this, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are company bosses and the such like, if one underpays one's workers, this is the sad result. So, this was not be allowed. Mr. Holland is on shortly, ladies and gentlemen, to allow him time to change. We now welcome a lovely young lady who sang for us about the summertime in the first half. Here she is back again. The lovely, the irrepressible young lady. And she must have a lovely voice. Just look where it comes from. Telling us now all about what happens when she takes her morning promenade. The lovely Mademoiselle Karen Sweetman.
Since Mother Reef in a garden long ago started a fashion, fashion's not a passion. Eve wore a costume you might describe as brief. Still every season had its change of leaf. She stared if she could come to town, but what would Mother Reef think of a new Parisian gown? Oh, when I take my morning promenade, quite a fashion card in the promenade. When a nice very hard, in the classified very floral. Do you think my dress is a little bit? Well, a little bit.
you get more in there? Some people are just never satisfied, are they? Dear, oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to a man who knew he was beautiful in the first half. The one and only Mr. Holland. However, he's not all there, as they say. I'm sure you've heard that phrase. I'm afraid there's a little bit of him he's lost. Here to tell us about it, the man himself. Please welcome the one and only Maestro Derek Holland!
I'm sad and disappointed, I'm as sore as I can be. When the missus finds what's happened, she'll be more upset than me. There'll be no peace for me at home, it's bound to cause some strife. I've lost the only thing that seemed to charm our married life. $10. I had it in my hand all right. I showed it to a woman on the corner when it filled her with delight. Now the wife will want to play with it when I get home, but I can't find it, oh no. It means we'll have to part. It's sure to break her heart when she finds I've gone and lost my little yo-yo. I could do all kinds of tricks with it, could trail it on the ground. I could swing it up and swing it down and swing it round and round. I'll have to get another one no matter what it cost. It may not please the missus like the one I've gone and lost. I had it when I left the house at 10:30. I had it in my hand all right. I showed it to a woman on the corner when it filled her with delight. Now the wife will want to play with it when I get home, but I can't find it, oh no. She'll take the only course, she'll sue for a divorce when she finds I've gone and lost my little yo-yo. Now the girls back at the office like to come and watch me play. I sometimes let them have a go when our boss goes away. It fairly takes their fancy, I must get another soon, because I'm in a competition Sunday afternoon. I had it when I left the house at 10:30. I had it in my hand all right. I showed it to a woman on the corner when it filled her with delight. Now the wife will want to play with it when I get home, but I can't find it, oh no. She'll miss it, there's no doubt. She's bound to throw me out when she finds I've gone and lost my little yo-yo. Now I showed it to Matilda, she's the barmaid at the Bell. I taught her how to handle it and now she does it well. And when she's in the mood, she twirls it round so very fast. She makes it so exciting, oh, I wish that it would last. I had it when I left the house at 10:30. I had it in my hand all right. I showed it to a woman on the corner when it wife will want to play with it when I get home. But I can't find it, oh no. I'll lose her, wait and see, 'cause she won't fancy me when she finds I've gone and lost my little yo-yo. Yes, I'll lose her, wait and see, 'cause she won't fancy me when she finds I've gone and lost my little yo-yo. Thank you.
You'll have to excuse Mr. Holland. He's being himself tonight. There's nothing more we can do about it. We now, ladies and gentlemen, if you can cope with it, have for you leading us up to our finale, a young gentleman with a similar problem to Mr. Holland. I fear to say, although. The difference I feel here on this item is that this young gentleman is rather more proud of his yo-yo than Mr. Holland was. I have to give in, ladies and gentlemen. He's here now. I can't stop him. Mr. Alan Smitherman.
Here. I gotta tell you, I got lost trying to find me way here tonight. I did. And I went in one of them new telephone boxes to try to phone up. And I come out. You seen that book in there? It's disgusting. Downright disgusting it is. You seen what it says on the first page? How to look up your friends. So I went in the pub. I went in the pub next door. You seen that, landlady? You never seen anything like it. I said, went in there, she got a parrot on her shoulder. She said, here. She said, I like you. I thought, here, keep away from her. She said, you guess what I got on my shoulder? You can have your way with me. I thought, I ain't having none of that. It makes you go blind. So I said, Norse. She said, that's near enough. Here. She said, sit yourself down at the table. She said, I'll get you something to eat. I sat down, over she come. I said, what's that? She said, tongue. I said, well, I don't eat nothing that comes out of an animal's mouth, so I had an egg. You didn't tell me here, look. You didn't. Kathy's here tonight. Look, I didn't know she... The last time I saw her, she was pumping on the vicar's organ. I tell you something about Kath, right? She got this boyfriend. I remember her from years. I've known her 20 years. And looking at her from here, everything, she's got everything she had 20 years ago. All a little lower. And I tell you what, she got this boyfriend and she went out with him, went to pictures they did. I said, how'd you get on? She said, we went in, he bought me some toffees, sat in the back row, she said, and I was sitting there. She said, and all of a sudden he put his hand up my jumper, and I laughed. She said, and he put his hand inside my bra, and I laughed. She said, and he put his hand up my skirt, and I laughed. She said, and he put his hand... I said, what do you keep laughing for? She said, the toffees were in my handbag. Here. I gotta tell you, we went to her wedding. Now listen, we went to her wedding, we did. Oh, it was a lovely day. She looked beautiful. Beautiful she looked. And when she was halfway up the aisle, she fell over and split a leg of her drawers. And the vicar said, any man who casts his eyes on this woman's misfortune will be struck blind. I said to my mate Albert, I think I'll risk just one eye. No, I tell you what, she sent us a card, went to Bognor, didn't you? I think it was Bogner. Anyway, when the Bogner sent us a card, she said, I think I married a sex maniac. No matter where I am, what I'm doing, all he wants is sex. Please excuse the wobbly handwriting. You ready for this then? Go on, get plugging, girl. Here I was leaning on the garden gate here just the other day. I beckoned to a lady who lived just across the way. I took her down the garden path and showed it her with pride. And when she saw the size of it, the little lady cried. Oh, what a beauty. Here I never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. Here it must be 2 feet long or even more. Oh, it's such a lovely colour. Here it's big and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could go as big as that. Oh, I'm fed up with that here. I got to tell you, 2:30 the other morning, I was laying in bed, there was a kerfuffle on my doorstep. 2:30. I went down, opened the door, and what do you think was there? 2 dogs. Well, I don't have to tell you what they get up to, do I? That time of the morning. So I thought, I'll get rid of them. Bucket of water. Never took a blind bit of notice, they didn't. I thought, here, I know what I'll do. I'll get my wife's mop and shove them off into the street. They wouldn't budge, you know, wouldn't go. I thought, what the hell can I do? So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll phone the vet. So I phoned the vet. I said, here, I got 2 dogs on my doorstep. You know what they're doing, don't you? He said, well, get a bucket of water. I said, already done that. He said, well, can't you get something and shove them into the street? I said, they won't budge. He said, well, tell them they want it on the phone. I said, well, that stopped them. He said, well, it stopped me. Here! They held the local flower show and everybody went just to see me Mara lying there inside the tent. Ooh, the vicar's wife, she came along to give the prizes out. And when she saw the size of it, here the vicar's wife did shout. Ooh, what a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big as that before. Ooh, what a beauty! Oh, it must be 2 feet long or even more. Oh, it's such a lovely colour. It's big and round and fat. If only the Archbishop had one as big as that. Ooh, what a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big. Here, I tell you what. My wife went to the circus, took our little boy. When he come home, I said, here, do you have a nice time? He said, wonderful. I said, what do you see? He said, I saw a lion, a tiger, and I saw an elephant. I said, did you? Was it good? He said, yeah, what's that long thing that hangs down? I said, his trunk. He said, not that. Up the other end. I said, his tail. He said, no, not that. There's another long thing that hangs down. I said, what did your mother say it was? He said, she said it was nothing. I said, there's a trouble with your mother. She's been spoiled. Here. We can have one chorus of this together then. Look, no, it's no good. Hang on, Pat. It's no good. I can't go on lying about it. I can't go on lying about it. Look. That's what it is. And I tell you what, I look around the audience tonight, their eyes have been lighting up to it all the evening. Oh, what a beauty. Come on! I never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 feet long or even more. Oh, it's such a lovely colour. It's big and round and flat. If only the Archbishop had one as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. Here, I never seen one as big as that before. Hey!
That brings us sadly, ladies and gentlemen, but irrevocably, to the end of this evening's entertainment. A word of warning before we enter into our finale this evening. Do be careful, please, ladies and gentlemen, when you're driving home this evening. Please do be careful. I have it on official statement 15 minutes. And he's getting very tired of it indeed, so do be careful. Bringing us to the close of this evening's entertainment, will you please welcome for the final time, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the entire company!
Trafalgar Square with 4 lions to guard us, fountains and statues all over the place, and the metropole staring us right in the face. We know it's a trifle drafty, but we looks at it this way, you see. If it's good enough for Nelson, it's quite good enough for me and me. We're living Trafalgar.